puddles of water all over our tent. Hey guys, welcome back to Bush Bros Outdoors. In this video, me, my brother Mason, Hugh and Otto will be taking 2 canoes 100 miles down the upper St. Croix River. In these next 4 days, we'll be doing a lot of canoeing, camping alongside the river, fishing, and exploring. It's going to be a blast, and we're really glad you're here to join us. Alright, so we've been canoeing now for about 15 minutes, and we are seeing so many fish because the water is crystal clear. It's really pretty around here. It's shallow. It's gorgeous. Our plan for today is to do about 30 miles because tomorrow and day 4 are going to be rainy, so we need to get our distance in today and day 3. So we're going to do just over 30 miles, which is tough because we got kind of a late start to the day, but we're going to go really hard. We're not going to be able to fish or swim much at all today. We got to get to camp, set it up. That's the plan for today.
So we're about half an hour into the canoe now, and we're hitting our first rapids in about maybe 500 yards.
Let me get out. You can't go right anywhere. You can't go right anywhere, dude. You can't go right. You guys gotta back up and go that way. No. You just carry it down there. Hold on, Mason. I'm gonna let go. Ready? Can I let go? You guys need to just stay until we're done.
Well, you can see that there was a little accident there. We learned something, and that's that you probably should not go that close. We were trying to film on the GoPro them going down the rapids, and we were like right on their butts to try to get a good shot, and they got hung up, and then we literally T-boned them on a canoe. Whatever, just a little road bump, and we're gonna keep moving. So we've been canoeing for a couple hours now, and we're making good pace. And we came across our first bridge on the map here. So we started up at the top of the St. Croix flowage right there, and we've canoed all the way down to the County Road T landing bridge, this area right here. So 145, that is a little under 10 miles. Actually, probably more like 8 miles that we did right there. And we still have to do all of this and a little bit up here on this map to Crystal Creek Landing, or Crystal Creek. And that's where we're planning on staying the night. So we do have a lot more to go, but we're hoping to get here before it gets dark, because otherwise we're gonna fall behind pace and we won't make the 100-mile mark.
I know we said we weren't going to do any swimming today, but I think we're going to because this water is too clear.
That swim, so refreshing.
That was good.
Now we got to get on our way. All right, so we've been canoeing now for a while, and we have canoed all the way down to somewhere between Louise Park right there and this other park right here. So we're, you know, right in between there. Obviously we still have a lot of work to do, but now it's time to take a good break because we need it.
Can someone grab him? Can you grab his mouth? I'll bring it towards you. Just grab him from the lure and then grab him around the mouth.
You're kidding.
Going for it. It's going for it. You got it. He's got it.
Oh, dude, this thing's 20.
It's huge.
This thing's huge, dude.
Taking out drag too. Nice.
Oh! Come on, Otto. Nice fish.
I got it. Oh wait. Don't get it too close to the line.
Hey,
you don't want to just tire it out. Just let it go. Let him go. Let him go. Just keep him tight. Keep him tight.
Yeah, just let him calm down. Let him stop. Just let him calm down. Let him calm down. Okay, stop.
He just jumped right at me.
Grab him from the mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the size of that.
Let out some line.
Let's go.
Okay, can you hold this?
Hey, look at that thing.
Look at the size of that.
That is awesome. There you go.
Okay.
Look
Hold it up.
at that. Let's measure it.
Nice fish.
Okay, let's measure
Nice
on your pole.
fish.
Yeah, measure on your
Hold
pole.
it
Other one
closer
we
to
can
you.
measure it at home. Measure your pole.
Okay.
Look. Hey, you always get underwater shot.
Look at that bad boy.
So we were all about to go for a swim, and as we were heading out there, we saw this giant fish, and we figured we'd go and try to catch it. So we threw a few, and sure enough, Otto got it with his bait caster. So
Yeah.
that's a monster fish. Probably the biggest.
20-inch smallmouth.
It was probably 20 inches. It was huge. Now let's go swimming.
Yeah.
Well, just finished up a nice little lunch break. We went for a swim, and Otto caught a couple of fish. The water here is crystal clear, so it's really easy to see them and spot them. And it's tempting every time we see one to go throw a line for it, but we know we got to keep moving if we want to make our mileage for today. So we're gonna hit the gas, and we'll see you guys once we get our next 20 miles done.
Well, just back there a little bit, there was 3 major rapids, probably some of the biggest we've hit today. And Hugh and Otto made it through just fine. But when Mason and I were going, we were just going a little too fast and our paddles couldn't keep up and we had no control. We just rammed right into a rock and then we turned sideways, like perpendicular with the current. And then we hit another rock at our side and we just flipped over. So we capsized, I guess. We got a good amount of water in our boat, so we'll have to bail that out.
Well, Austin and Mason flipped. We cleaned out their canoe, and we're gonna get on our way. We still have to do 14 more miles, and it's probably about like 4 or 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
So we're getting pretty tight on time, and it really sucks. Like, we're tired. We are really tired.
I think we probably just went straight for about 5 or 6 miles without, like, we were going hard for 5 or 6 miles.
So I guess we're just gonna canoe as far as we can today, and just hopefully we make it those 14.
Oh, that feels good.
All right, so we've been canoeing for pretty much all day now, and we finally got to a big landmark. There's that bridge up there, and that's pretty big news for us because that means that we only have 6.2 miles until we get to the spot that we have to stay the night. This paddle has been really hard because the water's been low, and so we've been scraping up on rocks and stuff a lot, which is not always that fun. And the sun is also almost set, I'd say maybe we have about an hour and a half to do those 6 miles and get to our camp.
So we just passed by the campsite that we were gonna plan on staying at tonight, but there are people there, and there are a lot of people around here, so we do not want to stay there or anywhere around here. So our plan now is, with about a half hour left until the sun sets, is to just go as fast as we can down the river, find a nice spot just on the side of the river, a sandbar, a flat area that we can pitch our camp for the night, and hopefully we find one. It's not a planned campsite for about 7 miles, so we just have to kind of just pitch wherever.
All right, this is our campsite for the night. We got everything unloaded from the canoes. We got water going. We're kind of in a rush to get everything done before the sun sets. I'd say maybe we have about 20 minutes before it's, 10 minutes before it's like completely dark.
The one good thing is that we did canoe probably like 31 miles. So tomorrow, if it's gonna rain, which it probably is, we're gonna be tired, we can take it a little easy.
We planned on doing 30 miles, and we did do 30 miles, which is definitely a big plus from the day. But the campsite that we were planning on staying at was taken, and there was a lot of noisy people there, so we didn't really want to stay right next to them. So we moved down the river a little bit. The campsite that was after the one that we wanted to stay at was like 7 miles away, and so it was getting dark and we couldn't get that far. You know, we only had about an hour left before it was like pitch black. So we then took our tent and we set it up on the side of the bank, which isn't ideal because I have like a root right in my back, but I guess it works in a pinch. So first day, kind of a success. We did 30 miles, but also kind of not, because we didn't really have time to like cook food and do all that stuff, but that's no biggie. We'll just eat granola bars and go to bed. Hopefully tomorrow we can find an actual campsite and maybe kind of fix our situation, because right now this is pretty miserable.
Well, Huey told you about how our trip started off and day one, and how we're ready for tomorrow and a nice relaxed day with the rain. So, but I'm going to tell you about how tired Mason and I got canoeing 30 miles. It's something that none of us have ever done before, so that was really cool. But it was way harder than we all expected. We probably canoed for maybe 10 or 11 hours. I mean, seriously, it was so hard on the muscles and so mentally tough. And especially once we got to that last campsite where we had probably an hour till it got dark, and we were just hoping there was no one there, because there was another campsite for 7 miles and we couldn't paddle that far, or 5 miles, something like that. And so, I mean, the hearts just sank.